friends and dancers. Miss Carly is here with Carly's Craft Corner. Today's story is Rapunzel. The two props we are going to be making are Rapunzel's braid and a painter's easel. Let's get started. The materials that you need for Rapunzel's braid are a hair tie if you have hair long enough to pull into a ponytail or a bun. If you don't, you can use a headband. Scissors, always ask your parents before using these. Sturdy tape, a long material that you can use for your braid. I'm using tulle, but you could use tissue paper and just tape it together, or newspaper and tape it together. Anything long that you might have, even maybe wrapping paper, is great. And you want it to be in strips that are pretty thin, like this big. This may be 6 inches. And pretty long. You want a lot of length for Rapunzel's hair. Last, this is totally optional, decorating your braid. I'm going to show you how to make tissue paper flowers, but we can also decorate it with all sorts of things, of course. To make Rapunzel's braid, first we are going to cut our very long strips that will be her hair. To cut out 3 of these pieces because we are going to braid them. I have cut out 3 right here. Next up, we are going to knot them together just so it's nice and easy to attach to our hair ties. So I'm going to make a nice little 4 and slip that through. Then I'm going to cut off this little bit of extra tulle just because I want to make it clean and easy to work with as possible. All right, now we're going to use our tape to attach this knot to my hair tie. If you're using a headband, you can use the same method, just tape it. This piece of tape is a little bit big. I want to make it into a longer, skinnier piece. So just like that. Save that tape because we are going to use it later. Okay, putting it on my knot. And there it is. I am going to wrap that around my hair tie. And squish it on the other side. And to secure this even more, I'm going to wrap the bottom of the tape with this other piece I have. And just wrap it right around. And we can cover that up with decoration later. Okay, we are going to braid, and to do that, I am going to move this to the floor, so follow me. Okay, I'm going to attach my hair tie to something so that it's nice and stable while I'm braiding. I'm just gonna put it right under this leg. And now it won't move and I can pull it. Okay, to braid, we are going to separate our 3 pieces. 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna take the outside piece and cross it with my center. And now this piece that was in the center is over there. The outside piece is in the center. I'm gonna take this outside piece, cross it with the center, and now this piece is over there and this one's in the middle. And again, this outside piece going into the center. And then this outside piece going into the center. I think you're recognizing a pattern here, so let's speed this up. Whew, this is gonna be one long braid. Okay. To finish off, I am just going to knot it around itself again, just like I did earlier. Make that little 4, pull through, and pull. So your braid is done and you want to decorate it. This is an optional craft. I'm going to show you how to make a quick and easy tissue paper flower that's very similar to the book flowers that we made for Belle. All right, so I don't need this anymore. I need tape, scissors, and tissue paper. So first I'm going to start with the tissue paper. I'm going to cut these into half. And these will be the two pieces that will make up my flower. You do need two to make a whole flower. We're gonna fold it almost in half, but not quite. I'm leaving a little bit of space up there. And same thing with this one. Almost in half, but not quite. Okay, now I need my tape. Using my handy dandy sturdy tape. Put it down with the sticky side up. And I'm going to take 1/2 the tissue paper and I'm going to take one side and just begin pinching it and gathering it up. And as you notice, the other part of the tissue paper starts to flare out like the petals of a flower. I'm going to take that nice and pinched and stick it on my tape about halfway. So I still have some tape left. There's half my flower. So now the same thing with the other piece of tissue paper. I'm on the folded side and I'm just gathering it up, pinching it together, and it naturally just sort of wants to make a semicircle like that. Okay, take that little pinch and stick it on the other part of that tape. And then I'm gonna take another little piece of tape and cut out a circle as best I can, which can be a little tricky. It doesn't have to be perfect, of course. This is gonna be the center of your flower, and it's also going to make sure it is nice and sealed down. All right, just cutting as I go. Okay, I'm gonna take that and stick it right in the center of my flower. And now I have a tissue paper flower to add to my Rapunzel braid. The next prop that we are going to be making is a painter's easel. The materials that you need are a cardboard box, any size will do, sturdy tape, and scissors. Be sure to ask your parents, of course. The second prop that we are going to be making today that goes with the story of Rapunzel is a painter's easel. I know a lot of you at home already have painter's easels, and so if you want, you can just skip ahead to the part where you can paint a picture of Rapunzel's tower to show your class. But if you don't have a painter's easel or you just want to make one, let's get started. The first thing you want to do is take your cardboard box. Okay, we are going to flatten this guy out, so I'm just going to pop it open. You might have to get some scissors out to cut tape. Okay, now it's nice and flat. I want to identify the biggest, largest side. So not this one, that's small. This one is a lot bigger. So this is going to be the front and the back of my easel. Next up, I am going to open it a little bit more. I'm just gonna cut away. Okay, once more, I am identifying my two biggest sides. Here is my largest side, here is my largest side, and they're connected by this little small guy. I'm going to keep that in there, but I want to attach this to this at the top. So I am cutting this piece off. And flipping this. Bringing it up so the two tallest sides meet right like that, making a triangular shape. I'm going to tape the top together. Here's my handy dandy sturdy tape I love so much. Now, I do want to add a little tray to the front of my easel. That way, when I put my canvas in it, it stops it from sliding down. You can also add some clips to the top of your easel if you want to do it that way with paper. And all you would need is some laundry clips. So, to make my little tray, I am going to take one of the pieces of cardboard that I had cut off earlier, a nice long piece. I'm going to fold it hot dog style. Take that and I'm going to tape it here. Oops, as you can see, it's a little too long, so I'm gonna measure it and let it go. Okay, now I'm going to tape that to the bottom. So there's my bottom. It's gonna be like that. And I'm just gonna take it right there and take a little piece. And over here, do a little piece. And there is my painter's easel. I have made a couple easels. This is a one that was from a different shaped box. A little fancier, I added sides to the tray. But really any size box will do.